Hi, welcome to another session of Wing Chun Kun. Some quick movie news. Donnie Yen had just finished filming Ip Man 4. I hope it's going to be a good movie. Same director, William Yip, and stars Donnie Yen and two new characters by actors, Scott Adkins, English actor, and a Venice Wu, a Taiwanese singer. The big news here is that Jackie Chan is in this movie. He plays a big brother. And it looks like there's going to be a scenes together. He plays a big brother. I think he has a short fight with him. Jackie Chan's been in other movies with Donnie Yen, like Shanghai Nights and Blade of Kings. And I hope it's going to be a good movie. The storyline here in Ip Man 4 is that Bruce Lee, being a student of Ip Man, he goes to America and he settles down in Chinatown and he gets into trouble in the people there. I don't know, he starts a fight or something like that. And then Ip Man has to go to the Chinatown of America to help Bruce Lee establish and then make some friends rather than fighting everybody. And that seems to be the storyline. We don't know who is going to play the role for Bruce Lee in Ip Man 4. They've kept that really under wraps. I hope it's not going to be the same as the last guy that played Bruce Lee briefly in Ip Man 3, because he was way too old. I mean, the guy was in his 40s already, and at that time in Ip Man 3 he was in his teens, and as you know, Bruce Lee in his teens was very young, and that guy was just too old for that part. So in this movie, Bruce Lee would be in his early 20s, and I still think that, you know, that guy that played last time doesn't really fit Bruce Lee. It's really been hard to find an actor that can really act and do Bruce Lee. They never really have found one. Except for the internet today, you can see this guy from Afghanistan. He looks exactly like Bruce Lee. Unfortunately, I don't think he's an actor, so he's not really going to be hired. So we'll see what happens. Donnie Yen had tweeted also that he didn't have time to celebrate with the Ip Man 4 staff because he's got to finish two other movies, named Enter the Fat Dragon and Big Brother. These are both comedies. So the truth about Bruce Lee in real life and the relationship of Ip Man and Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was never a prized student in the class in terms of Wing Chun. He was just a regular student, although he was one of the most famous students in his school. And obviously Ip Man never taught Bruce Lee hand to hand because by the time Bruce Lee went to the school, Ip Man was too old to teach already. So the task was given to Wang Sun Leung to teach. So really the real seafood to Bruce Lee was Wang Sun Leung. And what happened is, in the eyes of Ip Man, when Bruce Lee went to America, he never once in public acknowledged that that he took Wing Chun and that he learned Wing Chun and that Ip Man was a great master. And every time Bruce Lee was asked, oh, what kind of Kung Fu is that? And he always said it was Jeet Kune Do, as you all know. And Ip Man was obviously not very happy about that. And, you know, I can believe that. Because basically for Ip Man, Bruce Lee kind of, you know, took Wing Chun, added some kicks and punches, and called it his own. So although, you know, Bruce Lee was an amazing man and he's super talented, but you know, if looking at from Ip Man's eyes, he was not too happy. So ever since then, Ip Man never really spoke of Bruce Lee, the name, until Bruce Lee came back to Hong Kong and tried to ask Ip Man to teach him the rest of Wing Chun, because Bruce Lee only learned up to Siu Lim Tao, and he just touched Tam Kyo, and he never went further than that. And he said, "I'll offer you a house," and Ip Man had turned him down, and that was the end of that. So it was kind of a lukewarm relationship. It was kind of a love-hate relationship between Ip Man and Bruce Lee. Later on the internet, his son, Ip Man's son, Ip Jing, had actually says, "You know what, my dad, he was still, you know, he didn't say no, but he didn't say yes. He was kind of pondering over the idea." Because, you know, a house was an enormous amount of money, even at that time. So that's the truth of the story. It's been pretty much well documented that you know, Ip Man was not a buddy kind of relationship with Bruce Lee. And although, you know, this movie, it is a fictional movie, and I hope it's going to be a good one. Don't take any of the fights in the movie seriously. I'm sure the fighting scenes are going to be for entertainment purposes only. So I hope it's going to be a good movie. It should be coming out at the end of the year. And that's the news for the week relating to Wing Chun. And have a nice day. Thanks. Bye.